Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Prediction season is back in, and we're going to be talking about North America Open 4. We've got a pretty fun lineup. I'll talk about Group B in a minute, but this is our Group A. Seating's still weird. Seating's still doing things, but overall, I feel like we got definitely the best 12-ish teams in here. And then I don't really know if there's a good enough top 16 to say that the best 16 are in here for sure, but definitely some new talking points. So GenG versus Power Rangers, first matchup. This Power Rangers squad is Darklike, Hexic, and Mech. Mech is a 14-year-old young kid who's got his first... This is definitely his debut in the RLCS main event, but definitely some smoke behind him. Hope he does well. And then obviously we know GenG, but they have Jstn in place of Retals. These guys looked really hot during the qualifier. I'm going to give them the 3-0. And it's already setting up for some cinema because we got Rebellion where the trade went through with GenG. You had Retals go to Shopify, Jstn go to GenG. And if Rebellion win here, then we get that early on. Now, this could very easily be a strictly business win. These guys went 3-1 in the Swiss. They looked a decent amount better doing it. Rebellion scraped by through the Swiss. And to be honest, I thought I was going to predict it for the scenes, but I'm going to predict it the other way. I am going to have strictly business beating Rebellion there. It's just Rebellion got to fix something before I've got confidence in them beating really anybody with any kind of pedigree. They got taken to 5 by Power Rangers. I believe that had to be a reverse sweep. They got taken to 5 by Gas. They got taken to 5 by What's Up. They got swept by Team Evo. It was not a good Swiss run for Rebellion, so they need to get their act together, and that's why I've got them losing here. Ultimate SimTalk. SimTalk +1. I come up with a better name, guys, but this is Seamus Talk and Tricky. Against the Ultimate Squad, I have got no faith in them, so I'll give them a 3-0. This Ultimate Squad, I currently have them ranked 2nd in the world, and I think deservedly so. Spacestation and Team Evo. This one should be going to Spacestation. They faced once so far this season, and that was in the Open 1 Swiss Round 4. Spacestation won it 3-0. I'm going to give Team Evo the one game. They had a couple good performances in the first split, but their last performance was not it. They did beat Rebellion, but they also lost to Lion Blaze's team. No, that was deleted. Never mind. They took a loss that they probably shouldn't have, needless to say. And so they went 3-2. This is the team with the best buckles for 3-2. This is the team with the best buckles for 3-1. So it's a little weird that they match up here, but I do have Spacestation winning that. Let's hop over to Group B. Complexity deleted Pirates and 9 lives. So the way these quadrants work is that the winners of these matches face each other, the losers of these matches face each other. And what makes it weird is that all 4 of these teams have at least one person rating them in our top 20 program. So I'm doing the top 20 rankings, right? Complexity is in all of our rankings. 9 lives is in most of ours. Deleted is in Bops. He's got deleted at 20. And Pirates are in mine at number 18. So all 4 of these teams are very dangerous, and the fact that one of them is going to be going out last is kind of insane. In terms of Complexity and Deleted, though, it's definitely going to go Complexity's way. They've got Frosty now in place of Razebull. I think that's a better squad. I don't think it's going to be as instantaneous of an improvement, and I don't think we'll see it super quickly. We did still see them go 3-0, but I think it'll be enough to handle Deleted. And then Pirates on a boat in 9 lives. I do like this 9 live squad. They've got Zanil in place of Kofyr now, because Kofyr went over to Space Station. And Pirates are the same. And based on recent form, I'm predicting Pirates in a close one. I think they eke it out. 9 lives, definitely no shade to Zanil, but probably downgraded after losing Kofyr. Honestly, it's only so much you can do. And then Pirates are coming off that top 4 finish. I've got them ranked at number 18 right now. I got a lot of faith in them. I think they win here. And then NRG, they came out of the Swiss stage with a 2 seed, which I think there were some complaints about considering they went 9-0 on the day. They definitely look like the best team in Swiss, and so it's kind of crazy that they have a 2 seed. But then again, it works out because this is the easiest quadrant that you could ask for. You've got What's Up in your first match. We'll definitely predict a sweep there. And then the boys versus Na. Na is Knight, Adam, and Hazo. And then the boys is the Evo, Aqua, Percy roster. So this team is definitely favored. They beat 9 lives in the qualifier earlier. I'll give Na 1 game, but that's definitely the boys going through. And we'll jog back over to Group A. GenG Strictly Business should be a Strictly Business series. They're gonna lose here. Not much to say. Ultimate Space Station. I give Space Station about a 20% chance of winning this. The one bit of copium that comes to my mind is that the last time that Spacestation faced First Killer in round 2 of the first event back after First Killer made a land final, Spacestation reverse swept. It was 2023 Spring Open. Would have been the first Open. And it was round 2. We had FaZe. We had just come off beating M80. We reverse sweep that FaZe squad. I'm not predicting it, though. This is a 3-1 Ultimates. I've got too much confidence in them. And then I'll jump down to lower quarters for now. Rebellion and Power Rangers. This went to 5 in the qualifiers. It was barely a scrape-by win for Rebellion. I'll still predict them to win here. It'll be a little bit more comfortable, but I will have Rebellion winning that. And then Team Evo versus SimTalk 1. I would love to see SimTalk 1 win this, but I do have enough respect for Team Evo and what they can do that they will take it. I'll give it to Game 5, but I've got Team Evo at least going through there. Complexity Pirates should still go Complexity's way. I'll give it 3-1 because, I mean, Pirates looked pretty good. They got swept by Energy, but other than that, I think they swept everyone else. Energy, the boys, again, like I was saying, they should be pretty clean, and I'll give them the 3-0. They'll still be undefeated on the event. Deleted 9 lives. Again, crazy that one of these teams has to go out here. I'm going to predict it to be deleted. I'll make it be close. 9 lives. I got enough faith in them to scrape that win out. And then What's Up and Nah. Great opportunity for both these teams to make it top 16. Kind of wild that one of these guys goes out last and one of these guys doesn't, but whatever. I think both these guys went 3-2. I'll predict Nah. I think Hazo's gotten a bit of smoke behind him. What's Up's not a bad squad either. That's Experts squad, and I should know who else is on that team, but I don't. But I'll predict Knight, Adam, and Hazo. They've had a little bit more tenure in the RLCS. This is not. I know What's Up last split was with Life and Drewy, but they are with Plexi now on SOS. They didn't make the main event. And then the lower semifinals, Spacestation versus Rebellion, definitely a heater matchup early, and this is kind of an insane run if you look at it from Spacestation's perspective. All teams who have made top 6 that they got to go through. Sure, it's a different version of Rebellion. This should go to Spacestation still. Like, at the end of the day, is this a difficult run? Yes. Should you be worried if you're a Spacestation fan? Historically, based on the amount of heartbreak that's happened, yes, but on paper, no. And then Strictly Business versus Team Evo. This is the battle of 2 European squads, but Strictly Business now have Eris in place of Seamus. I think I'll predict Strictly Business here. I think they had a better Swiss run. I think they're probably in better form. They made top 8 in the last event while Team Evo went out on the Swiss, so it goes Strictly Business's way. Complexity, nope, not that. The boys, 9 lives. I should have enough faith in 9 lives to be able to take these guys down. I think it'll be close. Wouldn't surprise me to see the boys win here, but I'll predict the Hawks or Chicago's in the old roster there. Pirates and Nah. This is, this kind of sets it for a rematch, because I'm definitely predicting Pirates here. They'll make another top 8. And then we've only got seeding matches left. GenG Ultimates, I've got a lot of confidence. I'll make it close. GenG looked really threatening in the qualifier. So I'll make it close. It'll be can they actually like do it? But then they won't. They'll come up just short. Complexity NRG. This will be the first time NRG drops a game, but it will be the Complexity in a seeding match. No one will care. Spacestation versus Strictly Business. This is the matchup that we probably would be seeing here if we flip this result. And I think the predictions stay the same, honestly, if this were to happen. But with Strictly Business winning here, that's probably what gets them through. I'll predict Spacestation again. It was 3-2 in the qualifier. I feel like it shouldn't have been that close in all of reality. I'll predict Spacestation through as the 3 seed out of Group A, which I want because that means they play at like 2 p.m. I would love them to be up here, don't get me wrong. But, and then 9 lives versus Pirates on a boat. I have the whole rematch theory where it's like, and especially this reared its head again with Vitality and Furia and with Ultimates versus NRG. But when you face a team early in the tournament, like normally a team that loses is able to review the VOD footage and be like, oh, okay, so that's why we lost. And you do it with a specific team and you're better suited to beat that team. That being said, we haven't noticed that trend when it happens on the same day. Normally, if you lose like here and then facing the seeding match again, you lose it again. I'll predict the same way. 3-1. 9 lives have gone to Game 5 in all of theirs. I'll actually predict a sweep. Strictly Business versus Pirates. This is a great opportunity for Pirates to make a top 4 if they get the bracket to fall like this. I'll predict a 4-2, but this is definitely a Pirates top 6 run if things shake out like this. Could easily see 9 Lives taking the place though. Honestly, you could really swap either of those teams. I could see it either way. Spacestation versus 9 Lives. This should go to Spacestation. They just took 9 Lives' best player. It was actually more one-sided before. I'll predict another 4-1. When these guys did face their one time in Split 1, it was 4-1 to SSG. And since then, Spacestation has taken Kofyr from 9 Lives, and that is a slight downgrade for them. I could predict a 4-0, but I'm going to be humble. NRG, GenG. This should still be going to NRG. You know, Beast Mode said he's hungry. They're looking really good so far. It's hard to predict against them. Then Ultimates Complexity. This was a challenging matchup early in the split last year, but Ultimates have continued to show improvement since Open 1. I'll say that they continue to do so. 4-1 in favor of Ultimates. GenG Pirates. These are going to be 4 land spots, as we're saying. 4-0. I mean, we saw it 4-0 last time, and that was sure on GenG's way to a miracle run, but I think they probably have upgraded on paper. They're looking better, at least, so I'll predict another sweep there. Complexity Space Station. I want to predict us. I think we have a solid chance of winning this, but you got to go with the Frosty revenge match. Beating his old team. Still, Complexity is overall probably rated higher. Is it an important one for LAN? I think Space Station probably heats up throughout the split. If this goes down, I think they'll, you know, start to trend upwards. But as of now, I'll predict Complexity here. Great opportunity for Space Station if they get this kind of draw, though. NRG Complexity. There was a joke where it was like the first series was 4-0, the second series was 4-2 or 4-1. I was hoping the third series would be 4-2. It wasn't. But I'll make it a little bit challenging for NRG. I'll give Complexity 2 games. And I can't believe I'm being boring as all heck. But yeah, Ultimates over GenG. I think, did I have this earlier? Yeah, I had this in the seeding match and made it go far. Ooh. I'll swap it. I'll swap it. We'll give... No. Rematch theory is doing me in here. I could be going 4-3 in favor of GenG, and then I could be going 4-2 in favor of GenG. I could genuinely see it. Is it probable? No. Are GenG still the defending regional champions? Yes. Would it be Cinema? Absolutely. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to get screenshotted by Myth, and he's going to post this everywhere and be like, I can't believe you predicted this. So I might as well stick with it. We're rolling with it. Rematch theory gives us GenG beating Ultimates here yet again, which would be insane. They weren't that far behind when they had Retals. Now they have Jstn looking in slightly better form. They really elevate themselves if this were to go down. And then they take down NRG as they have the rematch advantage here. And yeah, it'd be NRG back in the finals. This is a perfect opportunity for NRG to win if they face GenG here. But that's the predictions. Might as well. Points rankings, I would probably cry, but it's not too far behind. So, yeah, that being said, that's the predictions for North America Open 1. It's scuffed. I'm aware. I'm realizing that like this half of my face is just terribly lit, but what can you do about it? Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and we'll catch you guys next time.